Hello there and welcome back to Planet Coaster. Yes. We're back on Planet Coaster ready to continue right to where we left off, which we will do right now. And I promise this episode will be a little bit better. I hope, anyway. I do promise. We're going to try not to get too distracted this episode. So, we got distracted building a rock wolf statue. It's just insane. So we gotta decorate the mountain still, and then we gotta do the waterfall we wanted to do, which is right here. We also need to build a path for the waterfall as well, which would be interesting. But yeah, this is where we left off. We got a little sandy wolf right here that we built out of stone. Looks a little weird, I know, but it does look. Whoa, the camera. It does look weird. I get it. It does look weird. So yeah, we need to make a path as well for our waterfall to follow. Let's see. So going back to terrain, we made quite a bit of money last time. I didn't notice until I had was putting I was messing around with it and stuff like that. I was looking at the video after I had done it all, and I looked at the money and I went, how in the hell did we make that much money? And I was just over here terraforming, like, la-di-da-di-da, no, nothing to see here. Like, holy crap, man. It was insane. Okay, I do want the waterfall to kind of hit this, though, so we're going to leave a little bit of the shelf right here. But the waterfall is I'm going to push this in. Never mind, I wanted it to hit that shelf, didn't realize what I was doing there. So yeah, we're going to maybe flatten this out just a hair. There we go. Just a hair, and then we'll have the waterfall follow this path right here. So we're going to cut a kind of a divot, I guess you could say, into the thing. Because if it's water, it's going to be pushing, or it's going to be eroding away in the mountain, and you want kind of want an erosion spot. So we're just going to cut right on through. Yeah, there we go. Nice little valley, essentially, like a uphill valley. Okay. Yeah. So the waterfall is going to be coming out. It's going to hit this ledge. I want to preface that ledge just a little bit. There we go. Because right here's where our sign is going to be, and I want the waterfall in behind it. We're going to have lights lighting up the waterfall from the backside. Oh, it's going to look good. Push. We'll make this a little bit smaller, so we get a little more push. But yeah, that does look good. Very nice. Okay, and I'm also going to pull this edge out just a little bit. So the waterfall's kind of eroding it away, but this edge would still be here. So there we go. Push that one in just a hair, just a little more. There we go. So then we'll have the waterfall rushing down the front side here. I'm gonna push this a little further. Make this like 20. Oh, I'm pulling. Whoops. So the waterfall's not exactly in the spot I want it. So I'm going to push and pull here just a little bit. Move it over slightly. There we go. And of course we need to push this down. That's a bit better. It looks like it's a little more centered. I also want to push this back this way. So it's going to open up right here. Yeah, just like that. This is where the lake is going to be. Which is going to be quite deep. It's going to be a quite deep lake, so what we can do is we can do like water rides and stuff over the water. Okay. Because it's always fun, like the water rides that always look good to me are the ones that have they have an actual lake for the water ride. So if you have like one of those rides that you splash down into water, right? It's part of like a lake or a river already there, which is really cool. Of course, they're going to filter the water so the water's clean and and whatnot, but and it's not. It's like the river's there, but it's artificially a part of the river. I don't know. It's hard to explain, I guess. I'm not really sure. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. If you don't, sorry, I can't really explain it any better. But yeah, so the river would come through, and then they would filter out all the nastiness of the water, all the bacteria and stuff, and they would clean it, and then send that on through. And then when it got back to the actual river, then it just, be the actual river. Yeah, there we go. Like I said, I want to hit the shelf because I want some water splashing right up here. That's kind of why. So basically, the waterfall is going to be coming out of the bottom of this rock right here, which we're actually going to push this in. And I might even make a walkway up here. I think would be really cool. We could have a vista in behind the waterfall. So we're just going to push on through, make sure we don't lose our water. I don't think you can lose your water right here. Like if you're really far below the water line for some reason, it works. Flatten to foundation. Yeah, we're going to make a cave right here. Let's push that back just a little. Oh, it still follows the divot. So yeah, it's kind of sloped waterfall, I guess you could say. I'll push this in just a little further. Yeah, see how it's like poking through, but the water level's still there. First, we're going to get rid of that. Pull that. Let in just a little bit. There we go. So the water's going to be coming out of the middle of the ceiling here, hitting this shelf and then going over. And then we're going to have a walkway that's going to go in behind here, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. It'll probably be like a tunnel that kind of pops out right here, and then we'll have like a picture point on either side of the waterfall for people to, if people want to walk all the way up here, of course. But of course, though, they might be, they're going to be a walkway around here, as well as another vista point right here on the rock. Vista point here, to where they can come to. And then that'll get people up here. Okay. Anyway, let's get to our waterfall here. So we want scenery and whatnot. And then we want special effects, waterfall. It's going to be these things. Yeah, waterfall pouring huge. And I turned off, the one thing you do want to do is you do want to turn off, what do you call it? The align to surface thing when you're doing this type of stuff. Before you even place it, turn off align to surface, because you're going to regret it if you don't. It's not a fun thing when you're trying to align stuff, especially like waterfalls. If you want the waterfall to, if you want the waterfall to be straight, you don't want to align to surface on. think it's sideways. Is it like this, or is it like this? That'd make more sense. Oh, I don't like how this is huge. Okay, we're gonna have to move it over. We need to move it out as well. Well, it's not quite tipped. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. Whoop. There's a little bit of lag there from the save. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Now we need to move it up just a little bit so that's splashing. We need to move it forward as well some. So that we're getting just at the edge. This is the start, isn't it? Let me make sure. Pouring, because there was like a waterfall mid, wasn't there? There's like 3 sections. Waterfall pouring mid section, huge, yeah. Yeah, so you gotta kind of use all the pieces, but this is the very top, the very tippy top. Okay, then we're going to duplicate an advanced move because this waterfall is too small for me. So we're going to do a dual waterfall. Okay. And there is the waterfall. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't reach right here, but that's okay. We can fix that. We can definitely fix that. So basically, the idea is the water has a small hole that has ruptured right in this rock here, and we'll make it a little better as well. I'm going to put some rocks around here, and then maybe we'll put like a sloped channel, and maybe we'll put some we'll put some dripping effects right here, like it's dripping. Maybe we could do like some stalactites as well. I don't know if stalactites would work here, but because the water is already like extremely hot, it's not gonna. I don't know. I don't know if the sediment would work that way when it's under extreme heat like that. Maybe. So a lot of stuff I don't know. All right, so this one and this one. Can we select both of those? I'm going to put these into a scenery. We're going to call this. Yeah. So now, scenery group 2. This is going to be waterfall top. And now they're both locked together. And won't be able to separate them now. So that's centered. It's not quite centered either, which is okay. Just need to advance move. It over. Yeah, that's a little more centered now. Still feels like it needs to go out just a little. Oh. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so then we have. Now I've done this before as well. There's another cool thing we can do, which we might do, because the waterfall top, we need the midsection in here to finish this off. So scenery, huge midsection. She's got a huge midsection. Just random. Okay. And we relatively need that to be in the same spot. So I'll do that, and then we'll duplicate an advanced move. They don't have to be lined up just yet, other than being side by side. Okay. Now select these two. Put them together into a group. There you go. Waterfall mid one. Okay. Advance move that. So basically what this has got to do is got to line up with this. That's not quite not quite lined up. There you go. So obviously it's hitting the rock, but that's okay. Just make sure they're straight. There we go. So now we've got that. Now, what you can do to kind of alleviate these things being, hovering here, especially because we're going to have people up here. Where's my camera? Oh, the camera. Need a free flying camera. Maybe the free flying camera is much easier to maneuver. Okay. Then we can go scenery. We can go rocks. Nature. Rocks. And put some big old rocks up in this biatch. Basically, yeah, like I said, the path would be kind of behind here. Okay. And we're just going to... This camera's a little slower, but it's a lot nicer, actually. Stack up some rocks right here. But I want you to be able to... Whoops. Hold on. I want you to be able to... We'll pull up some terrain right here. Do like 4. As long as I don't miss, should be fine. I'm going to do like a little thing right here. You can decorate it with some rocks as well to make it look a little better. This camera, man. Yeah, like I said, I want you to be able to see through the waterfall, like being able to look through it. Okay. This would be kind of just the base of it. It's just like there's only a few bits and pieces holding up this waterfall. Okay. I guess right about here-ish is where the other one's going to be. Trying to make it work. But it's random, it is nature, so nature is random as we know. Yeah, it's gonna look good. So we'll go ahead and pull. Oh yeah, this free camera is much better. It doesn't freak out. We'll pull a little bit in between the two, so there's like a hole here. That'll kind of cover up the waterfall. Bits. Waterfall bits and pieces. Okay. That actually gives a little bit of an excuse for this splashiness as well. What we can do is we can bring this out just a hair. Make it look like it's kind of hitting up against there as it's falling. And the water is kind of just eroded away this section. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I do want to push this up just a hair, though. That way there's a little bit of a kind of indentation where the water actually is coming from. Of course, got to pull this like a cave. Pull that like that. Yeah, kind of like that. And then that'll be like, oh yeah, the water's like in this tunnel somewhere. You can say that. Just readjust, readjust camera. And we'll just fill in this little spot here. Yeah. Fill the rest of this in as well. So that the land is still nice and thick looking. There's just a little cave you can walk through right behind the waterfall. What if I flatten the surface right here? Yeah. There we go. Just a little further. Okay. Pull. Tie it on in. If I hold shift, it moves the camera faster. Nice. Okay. It's been a while. Look, it's been a while. Okay. You gotta forgive me. Just a hair. Just a little bit. Pull that out. Nice, nice. Okay, now I want to flatten the surface. I don't know, right about here. Oh, not quite like that. I guess we had to pull it out a little bit first. Oops. There we go. Yeah, we'll just pull it out. This side wasn't, it didn't seem like it has at the same amount. There we go. It's a nice little cave. Right behind there. And yet right around the mouth of the waterfall here. Nice. Nice. Good. I'll pull out this edge. I don't know if this edge is going to stay here or not, but yeah, we're going to pull it out. Oh, that actually looks really good. At least in my eyes, I don't know about you guys, but it looks really good to me. So the water's like just slowly eroding this away. Okay. Alright. Then we're going to go scenery. I'm going to throw some more. I'm going to throw some smaller rocks on this. Now we need to align the surface. Align the surface here. We don't want too big of rocks blocking the view. Just throw these kind of randomly in here. this one. Put some tiny rocks there. Some more tiny rocks here. What I might do is I might get rid of the big rock. Some of these big rocks right here in front. And we'll put down some tiny rocks instead. Because we're going to have a vista point right here. Might put a path right here, actually. Let's grab a path. So obviously it's only going to be a 4 meter. It's not going to be very big. Might need to raise it up. There we go. Because I want it to be right at the edge. So you're like just in behind the waterfall. So you like reach out and touch it basically. Okay. Don't ask me what happened to the sides. What the hell? Paths. That path. This is fine. I think we do need to flatten this to terrain. Oh, it's because I was too close. I might need to remove this. There we go. And terrain. Yeah, we're gonna flatten this out. Here. That didn't. No, that didn't screw with anything in there. Okay. Now we're gonna go paths. I said I wouldn't let myself get distracted today. And here I am getting distracted. But I want this so bad. Oh, yeah, we'll level it out. Just a big old cavity right there. Can I? Thought the slope would be a little bit lower. Ah, there we go. Path is a little weird, but it does work. Okay. What I might do is I might delete the path here. And then we're going to select grid. So terrain, or paths. Select grid, this path here. And what I might do is flatten terrain. Just so that it can level itself. And then I want rounded edges, I don't want the square edge. Yeah. That way there's like an area up here that you can kind of hang out. Okay. And yeah, then that gives us enough to do whatever we're going to do. Okay, cool. And back to scenery. Grab some more small rocks. So we want to cover up this entire thing here. This is all the tiny rocks. So it's nice and rough. Of course, do it on the front as well. That rock is really sticking out there. Delete that one. Put a smaller one in there. Yeah. Rock it up. There we go. There we go. How's that look? Actually, it looks pretty nice in there. Of course, we're gonna terrain paint a bit more and stuff like that, but yeah. So we have some rocks up here to make it look like that, because the two waterfalls coming together, to make them look like they're kind of connected. Is this waterfall actually? So yeah, you can reach out and touch it essentially. So you can be out here. Now, unfortunately, you can't see it from this side when you get to this point. Like, I don't know why you can't see it. That's really weird. Like, if you get too close on this side too. See, we're not even that close to the waterfall, and it just disappears. I don't know why that does that. Same with up here as well. That's okay. Maybe they can see it. But yeah, that's the pretty much the waterfall. We got to put another set of pieces right here, and just basically continue it down, um, until we get to that point. Now we might have to do a combination of mid and, um, what do you call it? See if I can find these. Can I find these? There it is. So yep, just that right there. So that's where it's at. Okay. So we're gonna duplicate and advanced move, because I think we're just gonna need this piece. The reason I do a mix up top and mid for the waterfall is because, the waterfall is not going to be perfectly straight down. Um, it's going to be hitting against here, and every time it hits against the side, it's going to splash. So, which makes sense. Okay, so we'll move that right there. And as you can see, it's hitting against the thing. Make it go a little higher. Okay, perfect. You can kind of see it. We'll go terrain, or I'll just grab a rock. Just that one. That one looked good. Just grab a rock. Kind of want it to be, yeah, sunk in just a little. Okay, that hides that. Unfortunately, we lost it, so. But we do not have collision, so we can just go boop. Uh, Duplicate an advanced move. Now we can just pull this out here. Now, is it, okay, so this part of the waterfall is hitting against the side here, so we will use another piece to kind of pull the waterfall back. Just like that. Okay. That's obviously, it's not going to be lined up because of the thing, but we can at least make it connect. So yeah, it's going to be hitting every time it comes to a side. It's going to hit. So it's going to hit. As you can see, the waterfall is actually pouring through. That might be the mid though. That's doing that. Yeah. So we're just going to do. Fortunately, it doesn't let me to the next one. All right, and we're going to duplicate an advanced move once more. Move it down. Move it out. A little too far down there. There we go. Okay. And it makes for a nice looking waterfall. You can tell that the waterfall is not straight, because it's, like, it's not perfectly straight down because it's hitting all the rocks. And duplicate an advanced move, and we just do this until we get to the bottom. Okay, so we got a little further down, but now I'm starting to hit this slope. This slope is too much for the waterfall pieces, and if we get too many like this, what it's going to do is it's going to start flashing because you got too many effects overlaid. I might even delete this one too. This one's not going to work. Um, So yeah, I've kind of hit into this issue, so what I probably want to do is special effects. I think there's a... Isn't there a river one? Water splash line, water splash line. Waterfall top, waterfall pouring midsection, pouring large, waterfall pouring, top splash, fountain splash. Could do... Unless it's this. Nope. That's definitely not it. I think it's this one that I want. The only problem is you need a million of these uh, in order to make this work. You gotta connect. I'm using the aligned surface to kind of help me out here to make it look like it's kind of going into a section, I should say. Like it's kind of funneling in, I guess. It doesn't really match, does it? So difficult. What if we do that top splash? Top splash huge. I wonder if that'll... Okay, hold on. We need to turn off the aligned surface. No. We could definitely do that one along here instead. Because that one kind of just, it doesn't have the waterfall effect like it would. Yeah. And I'm going to get rid of these. They're just not working. Make sure I need to be careful not to delete too many things. Okay. Alright. See, if we use this top splash might do it. Oops. Should have duplicated and advanced move that. Let's delete that one too. So we want scenery, top splash large. What I could do is I can go in here and we'll see if these are the same angle, which they're not. You can also get them aligned up. Whoa! Kick me out. Oh, I'm not using the free cam anymore? Oh, I am, but it's also freaking out. Dang it. And you see there's already kind of a little bit of flashing going on. Too many layers overlapped here. Let's advance move that. Oops. I meant to duplicate an advance move. There we go. So it's kind of overlaid like that. Okay, so this one and this one. Let's add that to a layer group. And we can duplicate an advance move. Actually, just advance move. Needs to be out anyway. This is like just the top piece. So these ones, yeah, we put like right there. It's hard to tell because I can't. Yeah, duplicate advance move. Yeah, these ones are going to be even more difficult. Because then it's going to end up with lines like that. yeah, it's going to be flashy and it's going to be a pain. There's got to be a way we can do this, though. Like the waterfall that I did, I had a pretty much straight channel when I did mine. Oh, wasn't there... There's another splash. I think it's a square. Waterfall splash. And we do aligned surface. It'd be nice if I could rotate. See, it's weird as well. Like the effects will only go one direction unless they are affected by the effect itself is affected by gravity. Aligned surface. Could do like this as well. Kind of hide that. Actually, looks kind of cool. I mean, it kind of looks weird, but kind of cool at the same time. uh, yeah, because you could try this, but I don't think it's going to work. Oh, and it's on aligned to surface, so you're not even going to see it anyway. That's what's weird. The aligned to surface doesn't work for some of this stuff. Okay. And then I guess the best we can do is like this. Kind of move it out. But then it's all weird. Should end just a little. Duplicate and advance move. Move it off to the side. Try not to overlap them too much. I'm going to move the other one over. Okay. Put these into a layer group. Yeah, like a mix of everything, maybe. That up, back just a hair. Duplicate advance move. Go down to the bottom. That's what I mean. I wish I could do this and the waterfall would fall outwards. You know what I mean? Doesn't quite work that way though, because it's still, you can see it's still affected by gravity. Guess we just do that. Does work. Oh, but then we got a gap in between those. Whoops. Well, we can cover them up with these things, I think. Line to surface. We just do this. Okay, the effect is really weird now. And it's starting to flash too. Okay, these have got to go. These are not working like I wanted. Yeah, you get too many effects slapping over. The flashing I'm not as worried about. It's the splashing that's weird. Because these are for the bottom of the waterfall, so. Oop, missed one. Missed two, actually. Actually, missed two more. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what to do about the... I should have overlapped these better. They're not even straight anyway. Let's just ungroup all this. Get it lined back up. And we advance move. All of it. Maybe we move them up just a little. Just kind of offset it a little bit. Oop. Yeah, just making a flowing section here is really difficult. And it's just splash line. I guess if we use some of these, maybe we can kind of blend them together a little bit. That actually ain't too bad, you know? We just put a couple in here. I hate it. It just doesn't look good. I think what you can also do is, where's the fountain? Is this it? No, that's not it. It's, I think it was the hydrant? Hydrant? No, that's way too small. There's our waterfall. It's for fountains. Sprinkler. Water jet large. Look how far that goes. Holy crap. If it's going that far, the amount of pressure, you put your hand in there, it's going to blow a hole through it. Jeez. Just to help. Holy crap. It's probably like 80,000 psi or something. Something ridiculous. That definitely ain't what we want. Yeah, like I said, you can't... Like, you can put this here all you want, but... you can't rotate it to where it'll work. Yeah, see how it directs itself. And then it's all weird. The graphics are all weird because it's rotating. This is just... This is the worst. Absolute worst. I'm trying to get this to work. I think putting these in here... Oh, there's way too many, I think. Oops. Actually want that one. Still eat. Yeah. That way we only have a few in there. I'll move this one. This one's not really contributing. There we go. Yeah, this is more for like a river, like a flat river. Okay, I guess we just keep on going. There we go. How's that look? uh, the waterfall has been diminished a little. It's still there. It's just it looks like it's gotten much smaller, which is okay because still these are still two side by side massive waterfall pieces in behind here. So as you can see, it goes all the way up. I did kind of unify the waterfall a little bit on the sides. That's kind of covered up by rocks now, but yeah, I wanted it to make it look like all these rocks and stuff. This mountain, this has just been wearing down this section, filling up this lake, which will be here, and whatnot. But yeah, we did a pretty good job. It has been diminished just a little bit, um, which we might do. I mean, I'm gonna do it anyway. Not these pieces. These pieces. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything in this area. That's the waterfall. That's part of the waterfall. And we're going to lose some. Actually, we're going to leave these behind. These are just kind of gap fillers anyway. If we select all this, it's of a similar shape to the mountainside already. Go down here, down to the void. Oh, whoops. I want to select them. Okay. Just make sure we don't select something we don't want to select. Whoa, I got kicked out. Okay, this one can be moved out as well a little, I think. Like this one as well. Okay. Uh, so then what we're going to do is we're going to add it all to one scenery group. That way it's all one piece. And advance move it all. Oh, where am I? What the heck, camera? There we go. Okay, it's not as diminished now. Just as long as we don't get it above the surface, we should be fine. Move it out just a little bit further. Like I said, as long as we don't go above the ground, we should be fine. Yes, that's a lot better actually. It's not as diminished anymore. That's too far. Right there. Yeah, we're like just about to come out of the ground on some of this area. We are in some of the areas as well. So we're going to go ahead and check that. I actually like that. It does look good now that it's a bit bigger. And now we can bring that out because of the rocks. We're kind of giving the illusion that the waterfall is actually on, like these waterfall pieces are actually on the surface. But if you get like right behind them, some of them are and some of them aren't. Um, yeah, we'll grab a little bit of terrain and we'll kind of pull up some of these that are that did kind of pop through. Just cover them up. Just a little bit. Just kind of give it a little tappy tap. Just a little tappy tap. Okay. Alright. Is that all of it? I think that was all of it. Oh, no, there's a little bit here. A little bit there. Just to pull it on through. Okay. There we go. And there are some gaps and stuff, but yeah, that's a pretty crazy waterfall. Now, why is the center glitching right here? Is there two on? There might be two on top of each other by accident, which sometimes does happen. I think it's these. Edit scenery group with selected part. So if I delete this, and I delete this, does that get rid of the glitch? No. Okay, so so that's not the one. It is this one and this one, I think. They're causing it to glitch. Okay, they did fix it, kind of. Um, which ones are causing the glitch right here? Is it this? Done. Is it this thing? Might be that thing causing it. Okay, no, that ain't the one. So it's not that. Maybe it's this. No. We got to get rid of multiples. These were just to fill in the edges anyway. Oh, that one's still glitching. What the heck? If we take edit scenery, we take this and we take this, and we advanced move that down and out. Does that have to stop the glitching? Yeah, that seems to have fixed it. Okay. Good. Yeah, it's still a little glitchy, but it's a lot less glitchy now. All right. Cool. So now we've got a waterfall. Very, very nice. I might get rid of a few, or you know what? We're going to pull the terrain actually. Take this down to 10. And we're going to pull this terrain out a little bit. The rocks I got a little carried away, I think. Wasn't paying attention. But I don't want to delete a bunch of them. I still want them to stick out, so I'm just going to pull the edge up. There we go. Same with this side. There we go. That way they're inset, you know. They're not sticking out at the edge. They're not making this edge. They're inset from the edge. Let's edge out just a little further. Yeah, so there's like inset into the edge. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, there we go. She looks pretty darn good, and jeez, we are still making so much money. Maybe we just should we do some? Well, I mean, I'm kind of out of time for footage today. This is gonna look cool though. I do want to light it up with some lights though. Let's see, what do we have for lights? Scenery. Lighting. Is that no? That's under building, isn't it? Lighting. We could do some lighting behind the waterfall to make it light up at night. That would be really cool, but it also probably be like the most glitchy, crazy thing ever. But maybe. If we do a line to surface, hold on, let's turn it to night so that we cannot see. What about the bigger one? Now the bigger one doesn't work. This one works pretty good. Oh, what the heck? Let's get rid of that. Oh, this one got added into the thing. Oops. Okay. Get rid of that. Like if we're gonna balls. Lighting. Oh, there's also different colored lighting too. No, that isn't. This? Not really. This? It doesn't light up anything. Like it has no. Like these are just. I don't know what you'd call them. They're fake, I guess. Do we have a line to surface on? I'm pretty sure we do, but yeah, okay. Ooh, these would look cool. They need to be brighter though, like their essence. What's this? Motif. How's that a light? We could do this, these. That'd be a lot of them though. It's like if we could find a good light, we can just color it. Most of them anyway. Searchlight. What's this? A spooky facade. That's pretty cool. Any other lighters? Any other lights? Oh, they got traffic lights? Man, need some of that in Satisfactory, man. Yeah, these aren't very bright. A mounted wall cannon, because that's a light. Of course it is. Why would you think otherwise? Oh, that's weird. But also, I kind of like that. Wooden pole. Warehouse pulley. Because that's totally a light. There we go. Set it to 1 a.m. The game got confused for a second. Do these. No. Yes. No. I think the best one was the floodlight. A lot of these are just kind of. You also do these too. Well, that's not really. Like this just lights up behind the waterfall. If we put a bunch of these down. There's one there, but it's not as bright. I mean, not exactly how I thought it would go. Maybe not behind the waterfall. Oh, you know what? Let's leave those there for a second. Let's try changing the color. Maybe the white's just not doing it justice. Can we select and make them and like change all the colors of these at one time? Oh, you know what? I got an idea. Okay, so what you do is, I believe this works. So we get our colored flood lamp. Yeah, let's put it at the top. Right. Go up there. And we change the color of it. Ooh, that looks good. Oh, there you go. Like it's almost lit up. Why are these and these like so much different? Put one of those back there. Would that work? No. Yeah, this looks good though. Little, maybe a little darker. So I want it to have like a glow to it, but not be too bright. Maybe like that. So then what we do is we duplicate it. Put it right down the middle of the waterfall. Hopefully the same distance away from each other. There you go, we'll go way over here. Yeah, it has like a glow to it. Now it's not exactly what I want, but that's definitely something. There's a nice glow to it. The white just looked like shit. But the blue actually doesn't look too bad. Has a nice glow to it. It's not too bright either, which is really nice. I actually want to duplicate this once more and put it like up here, but not. I don't want it to highlight the fact that there's no hole here. But I want it to kind of, I guess, kind of shine down. Yeah, that kind of works. Let's move that a little better. We can put it in behind here. Yeah, to kind of highlight that there's a cave up there. Actually, it looks really cool. So can we put like in between as well? It's like, or is this going to be too much? I guess we'll find out. That's a little better. It's not like you can't see the distance between the lights anymore. And actually, I like how it highlights this. We'll put 2 red ones to be like eyes. I actually kind of want to do that. Hold on. Duplicate that. What we do is we put it like... You kind of want to put it in a way to where you can't see it, I guess you could say. Like almost... You probably want to put it on the ground itself. Then what we do is we change the color. Jeez, that's hurting my eyes. Make Skull Mountain over here. Yeah. I might leave it. I might commit to that. People are like, what the? No, I won't commit to that. I don't want to burn my retinas every time I'm up here. My retinas! Anyway, we'll figure something out. But that actually looked kind of cool. In a way. So yeah, we're going to have a big old sign up here as well. That's going to be hanging off this cliff edge. I've decided that it's going to hang off the cliff edge. And it's going to say, Whitestone National Park, but it's not going to be a traditional sign. We're going to have to do something different. But I guess maybe we'll leave that for next time. It's almost nighttime, actually. 1 p.m. I didn't do that. What the heck? It's weird. I actually did not hit escape there. That's weird. I would do that. Anyway. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Got ourselves a nice, beautiful waterfall as well. Very nice. But I think that's going to be it for this episode of Planet Coaster. we made quite a lot of money this episode as well, and things are looking good. So yeah, many guests are hungry, and we'll get over to there eventually. We're busy with a mountain right now. You all can wait. But yeah, like I said, that's going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time on Planet Coaster, I guess it's a goodbye.